Guys, welcome. New stream Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Welcome to Writing Bull to the right hand of Captain Janeway. I'll just claim that, and we're now in a cool situation. First of all, we as players, these beautiful games, because there was finally an update that brought a save function, you can now save exactly at any time. I think there's only one save slot though that you can always use. That's why you're asked if you're really sure about it. I think the automatic ones are still there, but I couldn't say for sure right now. We're in a cool situation, unfortunately, because of the update, or whatever. We have more duranium than we can store, more tritanium than we can store, more morale than we can have. Could it be different in another cycle? We could already jump to the next sector, but at the moment we don't have any morale problems. We have massive cheese in terms of threat level here. But I'd like to stay a bit longer and collect a few more things. At least Luterium? We'll take the quest and the distress signal with us. Let's jump into the ship and take a look. We only have 5 gel packs. Is the biolab running again? It's not. We have 24 people with nothing to do. I think I'll get that started. Repair it once? Then the resources will be available again. Normal, great, that was with our work crew, then we can get it running again. And in the Aero Shuttle ramp, there's a trade offer. 1,000 food for 1,000 Luterium. We will never accept that, never. We can already reject it now. What else do we have decommissioned? I need a moment to get my bearings. A cargo bay, we would have to repair that. I don't know what it's for. A science lab is offline. We could bring it online so we can research faster. We have 129 research points in reserve. And I think we were busy with a battle to unlock certain things. Let's take a look at everything. Rewards after a battle are bigger. Increases the energy threshold for the propulsion system in battle. No idea what that means. Maximum hull integrity. We're just happy if we ever even reach that at some point. Shields are slightly better penetrated by torpedoes. Disruptor control room. High damage to shields. Is it a room that we would have to create from scratch, or how could we build it anew? First, we'll take the things that help us immediately, like increasing the phaser fire rate by 15%. There, 14 cycles. For that, I don't necessarily need a second biolab, a second science lab. The rate at which research points come in isn't as high as the rate at which they go out. Alright, let's jump back into the system. And we could now take the duranium on board here. That's always complete nonsense. You know what? I'll go one round further, one cycle further. Let's see if things settle down here. So taking the duranium on board is definitely nonsense. Morale is back to 4,000, alright. We'll fly over here once. The Vedian interceptor in the biolab is repaired. We're boarding the ship. We're resuming the production of gel packs. On the news cycles one, we should let them run through. We have a hero working there. Tom Paris? Is he important there? Well, he doesn't hurt. Then I'd like to repair the cargo hold. It's stored there. Duranium? Okay. If we repair it once, we could also switch to something else. And back into the system again. They're asking if Tom could also go into the deflector. What will he do there? Less damage from phenomena. At the moment we don't have any. We could keep phenomena in mind for the short term in case we end up in phenomena like asteroid fields, so that we can fall back on that. We're arriving there. Cargo bay is active again. Should we store duranium here? Or should we store deuterium here? Or should we store food here? What did we actually set up in the mess hall? Morale is at its maximum. Normal food rations, food consumption. We could even temporarily switch to emergency rations. For a few cycles. Because minus 40 is really a lot. But we save food. Minus 31, I'll do that for 2 cycles. They're already arriving here again. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders are to take a look and see what this is about. Prepare torpedoes, keep that in mind. Good idea. Let's check it out. Can we already make them? Where are they being made? Is that the workshop or the engineering office? Definitely not here. Not in the engine room either. Where is the torpedo launch ramp anyway? In the workshop? That's what the chat says. We can't make any workshop level 2, we don't have that. We're researching something completely different right now, Just Base. Why should I make torpedoes if we can't even do that yet? Oh, I have to. And back again. Quickly fixed a small technical problem on Twitch. So, we can't produce torpedoes via optics at all. First, we need to research so we can upgrade the workshop to level 2. So that was a hint that doesn't help us at the moment. Follow the distress signal. We're up here. Let's see what we can do here. When the Voyager reaches the coordinates of the distress call, a wrecked ship drifts into view. A single weak life sign is still flickering inside. The person is in immediate danger. We have to act at once. Beam them directly to sickbay. That's the Starfleet way. But Captain, we have no idea who or what is in there. We will take the necessary security precautions, but I will not ignore a distress call. We are Starfleet. Doctor has to examine a patient. Uh-huh. So no spoilers, please. Don't give anything away. And in the meantime, we'll collect some more deuterium. We've set the storage to duranium so we can collect some as well. One deuterium. Here we are. We can build up to 717. We should build a shuttle for ourselves again. Up to 717 deuterium. It's possible, but it's risky. Only 191? That wasn't worth it. Morale is dropping. I'll switch back to food again. It's back to plus 12. Back into the system. And deuterium again, please. Can we build a shuttle again by now? Shuttle ramp is offline. I'll bring it online now. Please build one. Minus 23 energy. He keeps flying to the next deuterium source. High probability of an ambush, very likely. Then there will be a fight. Or very quickly, 677 beam up, we'll use the tractor beam. Yeah, got 677, great, still an ambush. But a small Kazon Raider against our Marcus Raider and the Voyager, we should be able to handle that. We're going on the attack.
Attack vector, starboard confirmed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Increase weapon damage.
Ability ready.
Captain invulnerability. Yeah, it's going pretty well. Behind us, our ally is there and draws his fire and the enemy's fire onto himself.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready.
They should leave out the invulnerability.
Ability ready.
Captain, reinforce fire again.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
And are we firing now at the engine? I want to loot them. I'm fed up. They're coming. I'm being attacked again. One-time invincibility. Victory, very nice. And what do we get? Altitude status 55%. That's completely okay. A few science points, some duranium, and 100 morale, which will just fizzle away for us, pretty much. So, research points, 79. We should slowly start working on upgrading the Morbkern to the next level, because we're unlocking more and more things. That means we could... What do you actually need to upgrade the Morbkern to the next level in the engine room? Upgrade the engine room? And to do that you need... We can do it right away. A work crew, they should do it now. I'm in favor of that. Radius 30 dilithium. Wow. We're doing it. We have duranium sources around the corner. I would do it. Okay, back into the system. We'll get some duranium up here and we'll make a curve here. We don't have much tritanium left. And that's unlikely. It only brings 21, but that's actually quite a lot. Is that enough for you? Then some deuterium. Ah, the comm is coming in. That must be our doctor. With the examination of the patient. General sickbay doctor, what is the condition of our patient? In sickbay, The doctor's tricorder is humming over an unconscious woman. Her skin resembles a grotesque mosaic of decay, as if she were already decomposing while still alive. Her vital signs are barely a whisper and threaten to fade away at any moment. Fascinating, such compassion. Her epidermal tissue is in an advanced state of decay, a puzzling condition, Captain. I was able to identify 2 different pathogens infecting her. I can't say which one is responsible for the degeneration of the skin, but I'm confident that I can at least eliminate one of them. Jedao is highly contagious and could endanger the crew. I'm sorry. Too risky. Can you provide a painless death here? I know Captain Janeway would have done it. We did. How many people do we have on board? 100, 150. She has 2 pathogens in her body. Even if you eliminate one, the question is whether she can even survive at all. I'm truly sorry, but compassion has its limits somewhere. We still have to weigh it up. Many thanks to Guido here. Thank you for the very first subscription. Flowers from the chat, please, for our Guido. Guido is new. Nabelhurt says cold-hearted. But you already have 20 crew members who eat without working anyway. Nolditos also shouts one for everyone, mostly the newcomers. They're in favor of starting the treatment, but that's really too risky for me. We've been through hell in the last cycles. I'm really sorry. It will cause a loss of morale among the crew, but there's no other way. We can't risk exposing the crew to an unknown disease. Captain, give me enough time for research and I can develop a cure. Refusing treatment would be a direct affront to the Hippocratic Oath and against every principle of Starfleet medicine. Oh la la. My decision is final. The risk to the crew is too great. Make sure she falls asleep painlessly and peacefully. Dr. Captain, your order is morally reprehensible. Just because I follow it doesn't mean I agree with it. This is a heinous violation of my principles. Minus 400 morale and no way to correct the decision anymore. And shouts from the chat, Johnny calls Writing Bull a murderer. Mission failed. And I could even suggest, well, we have real energy problems. Because otherwise the energy problems here are solved. I'm switching again already. Cold-hearted, the topic. In one cycle we can increase the energy. We need a lot of deuterium. Well, that was a blow. I want to be completely honest. I'm not sure if it was the right decision. I'm not sure. We'll fly over to the deuterium once. Oh, no level 3. Board the ship. Morale continues to rise. Is the holodeck on or off? We'll turn it off and save 25 energy. We can keep the rest running. That leaves us with minus 8. Now we can hold out for a while longer. Engine room improved, because I don't want to spend deuterium right now unless it's absolutely necessary. It could be that through events we get back up to 4,000, food goes up again. No, I won't do that. I'm willing to accept the minus 8 and to take that gamble. That through positive battles, for example, when we've successfully killed people, it gives the crew a morale boost. That's how the new Writing Bull thinks. Ruthless, triage, someone gets killed, and we're betting on killing Kazan. And that our own crew is then baring their teeth and they're grinning happily. First, We jump back again. We have 2 work teams. What could one work team do? He could build new warehouses. No, that's not possible. The life support isn't on here. Or turn it on. Yeah, offline. We could use the energy we have to start up the second science lab, but with 82 points, that's going to work out just fine anyway. Writing Bull was in the Mirror Universe, according to Duke of Lorraine. We're trying to get deuterium through with our tractor beam. Yeah, 714 deuterium, great. Now we have 1.8. Deuterium was 17. I'll do the following. We had just fixed up 1 cargo bay. That was for duranium. Where was the duranium cargo bay again? Yes, we'll reserve that space for deuterium. But we'll still fly to the duranium deposits here first. Once to here. Phaser fire rate improved. Next research. What did we say? We wanted to check here. Why did we want to upgrade the workshop again? What was the reason? What was the idea behind it again? Judge of Space, you had the idea that we should upgrade the workshop to produce torpedoes. That's it, build torpedoes. The chat says so too. Let's take a look at engineering workshop, or let's check the workshop itself first. I always mix up workshop and engineering office. Engineering office is here, workshop is here. We can already improve it right now. We just lack the dilithium. Let's keep the research points in reserve for now. The duranium, sorry. We're arriving there. We'll keep repairing and we'll try. We'll take the smaller risk up here. Three crew members are seriously injured, 4 are injured. They'll be healed in the sickbay. The main thing is no deaths and 16 duranium. That wasn't worth it. Let's see if we can get anything else here. One yes. Yes, 66. That was worth it. Now we're at 91 and can calmly keep improving the shell a bit more. That's okay. And now I would even jump to the next sector. We could still get food and deuterium here. And then jump, but that's 6 cycles to get here. With the deuterium, at best we'll just break even. It would only be about food distribution. That we get more food again is supposed to do that. Or stock up on tritanium again, tritanium, food, deuterium, then jump. Should we do that? We can jump to the next sector at any time, but we haven't even been here yet. I would jump to the next sector. And one last time up here. Try to take the 3 with us, and then we jump, or we jump now and go for the food. I want to try to get the food. Let's skip research for now. I want to have a small reserve. I don't know what will be required in the next sector. Once up here to the Tritanium. We have too much sector time in the sector. We should leave soon, otherwise there will be a morale problem. Doesn't feel... And we're taking a small risk in getting it. We send our shuttle, it could get destroyed again, and then if we're unlucky, it's shot up again. We'll have to build a new one again. If we're lucky, we'll get 53 uranium. I'll send the shuttle and take the risk. Whoa, that was close. Got 23, that was close, man. That almost went wrong. One food, please. We only have 5 food supplies left. We need to switch to premium replicator rations in the mess hall. We're flying back to get food. Just one cycle. We're trying to get 650. Vacationers ask if research expires when you drop out. No, it doesn't expire. Hi, Big Diesel, please check the pinned comments. 5 crew members seriously injured, and all that for 232 food. We have 10 injured, 1 medical bay, the second one is deactivated. But we have enough workers who currently have nothing to do. The medical bay will remain deactivated. One is, yes, we can handle it, it will work, it will be fine, and now we can switch back to normal food rations in the mess hall up front. And now let's see how much deuterium we can capture when we fly over here, and then we'll jump. Battle stations, an unidentified ship approaching quickly, ambush. A Kaison ship.
Your orders?
Attack the captain, take them down, only Kaison is left now. Follow the shields, please target them.
Starboard confirmed, Captain. Ability ready.
Captain Jack Horty, increased to full speed.
Ability ready.
Captain, a vulnerability window.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Yes, we could fire a torpedo at it, but the question is that necessary? Should we fire a torpedo at it? We still have 27 left. Should we do something like that or leave it, guys? Another torpedo? We can fire at it from the front right now. It's basically a waste. I'm just worried that we'll get hull damage again. But right now our shields are full everywhere, and I don't think they have that many shield-piercing weapons. Let's leave it for now. We're saving, exactly, that's right. Save them, baby, save them. We'll keep firing at the shield generator. We're firing at the shield generator. We'll keep firing at the shield generator.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
but not the shield generator. Victory. Altitude status 65%. This keeps getting better. 100 morale boost, we can really use that, and we captured some duranium and a few knowledge points. 642 deuterium collected. But those were the ones that were on the planet. Okay, and now we're jumping to the next sector. Yeah, food supplies will last for a while. We're flying to the next sector. I hope the food will be enough. Deuterium is enough too. Minus 17 morale. What I'm wondering right now is, what's the difference between attainable value and maximum value? So currently 3,562 morale, I understand that, but what does maximum value 4,000 mean? Attainable 3,860. That's a mystery to me right now. If any of you know that, feel free to write it in the chat. Bye. We're jumping to the next sector and leaving this one.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. Everything as usual. The K-Cern are firing at us, we're firing back, while Seska and Kayla have remained conspicuously inconspicuous. Strategy? Mind games? Or have they finally disappeared on their well-deserved honeymoon? Who knows? The captain has finally admitted that she no longer believes in a peaceful end to our little Kaiser skirmish. I'm not exactly eager for a full-blown war myself. I'd much prefer if the Kaiser just collectively beamed themselves into the next black hole. But let's be realistic. Despite all our high-tech toys, the Starfleet and the damn best pilot in the galaxy at the helm, the Kaiser are still out there, like a hydra. If you cut off one head, two more grow back. And as for Carla and Seska, they clearly don't care at all how many henchmen they burn through until they finally get what they want.
Oh. Log entry interrupted. Report. The plasma stream has burned away the inner layer of the warp coils. We need Verterium Cortinide for the repair. Until then, our warp core output will be severely limited. We can't reach full power, we're limited to level 2, and we just upgraded to level 3 for that. Fate is laughing right in our faces. Captain Shiban is reporting in another Thalaxian. There is a Thalaxian convoy in this sector. I'm sure you have what we need. It's worth a try. An inspection of the engine room, reports Lieutenant Nunez, indicates sabotage, Captain. Logs were systematically deleted at regular intervals, a clear violation of Starfleet protocol. That requires our attention. We can only assign Neelix, Tuvok, or B'Elanna to the investigation. Neelix and Tuvok no longer exist, there's only Tuvix now. That means we should do something, and it really sucks if B'Elanna is out. Because I think she's useful in a fight. Since she can open a window there, she can get the shields back up. I would choose B'Elanna. B'Elanna should discreetly monitor the crew. Lieutenant Toros, are you tracking any subspace communication from the engine room? Over. Already on it, Captain. Good, then let's briefly join the convoy now. The homesickness gets stronger with every light year we travel. Although we're approaching the Alpha Quadrant, the endless distance still ahead of us weighs heavily on the crew's spirits. I see how their longing grows quietly but relentlessly, and I know that this burden tests not only our morale but also our determination to persevere. Homesickness increases -15 morale every cycle. We're already at -22. In other words, we need to turn the holodeck back on. But first, as we know, we'll turn the holodeck back on. -2 morale, that's nothing. But energy consumption -2.03. We have to... Oh right, that won't work well. We can only do that for a moment. We've dropped back down to level 2. No integrity has been damaged at all. Nabi, thank you so much, Nabil Nabi, for the 44th Abi subscription. Thank you. Greetings. So, we actually can't afford the holodeck at the moment. What else can we do? We could turn off the bio, the gel packs. We could switch those off too. I'll remove the holodeck for now. -22 is intense because we have a big buffer. Let's see how it is, how it looks at first, what the sector looks like. The new one. There's a quest here, there's the main quest. We should actually fly over here. And there's one here. Some kind of side quest. But it doesn't say which one. Let's scan everything, maybe we'll get lucky. And there's an Ethereum right around the corner, right up here, which is also very nice. Ethereum. A workshop. There, we could exchange a resource we have too much of, maybe even the lithium for hull repair points, which would be great. What's here? Food? Great deuterium, awesome. 2 times deuterium, 2 times food in a small area. I'm fascinated. Britannium, we have enough research on that. Always good. Geranium, geranium. The lithium. Crew members, food, deuterium. So of course we'll check those off here. We also have a morale of minus. Somehow a morale minus here because of the injured crew members. I guess -10, I'm not sure. We'll fly over to the food, which we have at 165 and 60. They're both the same distance away. Then we'll fly over here, because from here we have a short way up here. One deuterium. We'll try this here. Yeah. Yes, 783. Until then we can gather gloriously. Then we'll see how much food we get. 125, guys, I'll take a picture. Oh, we couldn't afford the holodeck, right? I'll take a picture of the holodeck, turn it back on for a moment, for a little trip. For the jump right up here. Just here once. Oh, we didn't scan up here at all. Let's go back there again, around where we started. I didn't even notice that. That's funny. 2 cycles, 1 cycle. Just here once, please. One more time. The attempt to get 641. Only 213 ligament damage, 40. That really hurts. Turn off the holodeck again, otherwise the energy will run out. Get some food once. We really want that too. We have a small problem with rations. We still have 90 left, so why emergency rations? Nonsense. We're arriving. And use our knowledge of flora from the hydroponic garden to find similarly safe edible plants. Yeah, 760 food, great. That was so important. We can store up to 1,000. So let's check out the workshop. Let's check out the workshop and see what we can exchange there. A trade offer comes in, a Bionota Neuralis Gelpack 150 case. We'll make those, they always get us a lot. Those are rarely produced, I think only we can produce them, right? And 150 cases, guys. 150 cases. We currently have 279 out of 450. Swap once. No, 429 cases out of 450. Morale is high, deuterium tanks are full. We're doing so well, guys, we're doing so well. Remember how it was back then? When was that? 2 streams just like we thought, and the game will be over soon. I would fly down here now. Pick up research points and go down here to check the quest. Attention, the next deuterium deposits are only these 2 here. Maybe we'll take this one with us first. We'll never be this close to it again. I hope it's worth it. Also, if we only get 200, then 3 cycles there, 3 cycles back, we'll be annoyed. Schwartz. And that's blue, but it doesn't say what's available here. That's annoying. What we could do instead, we could even jump. We could stay on the main quest and jump here first. Taking food with us isn't a good idea, because we can only collect up to 1,000. Yeah, fella, look, let's check the trade offer. Good tip in the chat. 32 Tool R4 dilithium is a lot for 32 tritanium. That's not a good deal. I would even reject that. We have enough. We could even turn off the aero shuttle, even the aero shuttle ramp. Trade offers rarely benefit us, so we could save energy. Because we hardly ever get a good trade offer. Now we have plus 10. That's really good. Could you turn off the workshop? Well, is it in the chat? Yeah, depending, Godful. For some quests, I think you need a workshop, and if it's turned off, then it might be that this path is blocked for you when the workshop is switched off. That's why I wouldn't want to do that. Of course, you only need it extremely rarely, but it's just 3 power. I wouldn't do it. I would leave this out if we're only getting a tiny amount there. 3 times 3 cycles there, 3 back, that's nonsense. I would change the sector and fly here once. Our goal is to get home. The threat level, as you saw, is only at level 2 more damage reports. Someone is doing this on purpose. The infirmary was damaged. Alright, let's turn on the infirmary first. We have a second one. Let's assign a hero, namely the doctor. And we could repair it, but first we'll arrive at the system. Parts of it are located in a nebula. We can't know everything and a distress call comes in. I'm really curious what it's about.